Hello, I'm Dow Bartling, and I certainly hope that you and yours are going to have yourself that sunnier, warmer day. The older I am, the more that I think. And I think that as I get older, I kind of value one particular element of mine. Oh, yeah, it's mine. It's my opinion. My opinion. It's part of me. And Mr. Carnegie, in his book that we're kind of looking at, How to Win Friends and Influence People, he, he knows that. He kind of acknowledges that. And so one of the chapters that I took some notes on is this, and this is the theme. The only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. We're trying to apply that as my daily routine, whatever it might be. Sometimes it's hard, indeed, because it is, after all, my opinion. But today I'm going to go this morning and play with some friends. And I may try to influence those friends, but I know they're going to have their opinion. So maybe a particular ball I hit, I think it's in. I think it's good. Another player may think it's out. Well, I think together we have enough experience and respect for each other that the way that we take care of that argument is we'll call upon a third party and ask what they think. And whatever they think, then that's it. And it seems to work out. So we kind of avoid the argument there. But as you're listening to people giving their opinion, let me ask this. Are you hearing them to reply, or are you listening to understand? Listening to understand. There is a difference there, isn't there? And indeed, sometimes I catch myself where I'm hearing to reply. In the chapter, it brings up a story of Teddy Roosevelt, one of our presidents. Always admired him. When many of his family members died, the President Roosevelt then moved to North Dakota, up around, I think, Monroe, and had a ranch there and experienced the outdoor Western life here, which later he relates taught him a lot of things. In fact, he drove cattle down here to Belle Fourche when he had that ranch. One of the things that he learned was this, of course. Now, think of an Easterner coming west and learning ranching. Was that 75% of the time, he said he was only right. Meaning, 25%, 1 out of 4 times, he was wrong. So it didn't take him long, President Roosevelt, to understand that he would just not blatantly come out and tell somebody, you're wrong. You are absolutely wrong. He didn't do that because he knew his stats were 1 out of 4 times he was wrong. And so he did take the time to listen and try to understand. Now, maybe some of that, of course, was that he was in a brand new environment. But I think he was wise as he took on the ranching and became our president. Interesting story. Again, that word my, it's my opinion. It's my self-esteem. And so when you directly attack that, you are attacking, indeed, that person. So keep that in mind. No one is as smart as all of us. So we all have those opinions. We all have those viewpoints. And as I said, there isn't just one particular person that's as smart as all of us there. Another technique is this, to give you time to listen and understand. And we may hear this more and more this particular time of the year. It's, I would say, baffle them with words. Baffle them with words. What I mean is this, listen to this. And maybe sometimes when this time of year that you hear all those political messages, maybe that's what they're doing. Now listen to this. It's entitled, How to Impress Your Colleagues in Reports and Meetings. And it's talking about the thicket, if you will, of corporate jargon. Listen to this. So as I'm explaining things, I could say something like, I understand what you're saying, and I think you would agree with me that part of the situation that we're in is because of, and then from this list, it's got 3 columns. And you just pick out 3 words, one from each column, and then state your statement and look at them very seriously. So I could understand the situation, but I think you would say that one of the contributing factors is need for credible organizational flexibility. Or looking forward, we need synchronized assurance projection to be taken care of. Or in the whole situation, perhaps it would be good to apply and look at having a balanced policy contingency. What do those words mean? They're baffling words. Baffling words. So be on the outlook for baffling words that you are hearing, that maybe sometimes you use yourself, and all they are to present a fog so you don't see things clearly, because they really don't mean a thing. If you like one of these sheets, let me know. I'll get them to you. Mr. Carnegie suggested this, and I think that's the food for thought for today. So, the only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. And one way to avoid it maybe would be this. I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget it. I may be wrong. Frequently I am. Been there, got the t-shirt. Let's examine together the facts as we understand them to be. Now the t-shirt, folks, I kind of threw in there. But man, powerful words. I may be wrong. I frequently am. Let's examine together the facts as we understand them. So right up front, you're saying there could be the opportunity, maybe like President Roosevelt, 1 out of 4 that I'm wrong. You're saying that right up front, aren't you? And then you're saying, let's, and the word together, do what? Look at the facts as we understand them. You and I. Powerful words. I may be wrong. Frequently I am. Let's examine together the facts as we understand them. So, let's take that food for thought, for nourishment. The only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. And I do want you to go out there and have yourself that sunnier, warmer day. Because I'm rooting for you. Ha ha. You know why? Because we're in this together. And I believe there's no argument. Blessed are they who ease the pain of misfortune, for they shall be called insurance agents. Take care.